Good morning, Safi. Welcome to SED Talks, the Safi Employee Development Talks, the one and only podcast brought to you by Safi and your OD&R department. I, of course, am your host, as always, Robert Smith, and welcoming you today for your little dose of goodiness when it comes to the podcast world.
Today we're going to talk about bumping down to a slower internet package. Um, and basically when we come to the internet, we need information and we need it fast and we need it now. That's the mindset that we have in this world. But do we really need as much as we have? One of the ways that millions of people are trimming the fat off of their budget is cord cutting. And that's a topic that we'll do another day. Trust me, I'm a big proponent on cord cutting. It does, however, have a big impact on what we're talking about today, and that's the slower internet package. We've all seen the offers in the mail, through DirecTV, Dish TV, whatever it may be, Time Warner. And perhaps you've even took them up on it, where you get the fastest speeds, TV, internet, and phone all in a package deal, so you can save tons and tons and tons of money. But have you ever actually sat down and thought about what speed do you need? Let's look at the package deal I just talked about. They're offering you internet speeds that are, excuse me, required to run your internet, your phone, and your TV. However, if you ditch the landline, and let's be honest, why do you still have a landline? And you're really cutting the cable cord, that just leaves your internet. So instead of spending $100 a month for the speed needed to handle all of those items, how much would you need to spend for the speed to handle just your internet habits? I'm 100% sure that it's going to be less than what you're spending for the package. And this is a time where bulk pricing is actually against you. I know I'm a big proponent of bulk pricing, but let's let in on a little trade secret. And here's the retail Robert talking to you. It can also be a marketing tool, and it can sometimes not be the best deal if you're not careful and check on those. You're spending more per megabyte by not doing the package deal, but you're actually saving at the end because you don't have this big pipeline of bandwidth that you're not actually using and never will use. And I know what you're saying, but my internet will be slow. Look, I used to download pictures and music on dial-up. You have no idea what slow internet is, okay? Some of you have never had to, kick people off the phone just so you could download one song and it take an hour and a half. But all kidding aside, you probably don't have any idea what slow is. Do you realistically see the difference between 30 megabytes per second and 20 megabytes per second, which is a common package deal? Probably not. You're depending on the things that you're using your bandwidth. You have your TV, your phone, your laptop, your tablets, your cheap neighbors, your refrigerators. Wait, really? Refrigerators? Huh. With the internet. I learned something new today. Okay. All those things. Your bandwidth is already fluctuating back and forth depending on what you have using your internet at the time. And you probably haven't noticed that your internet is slower unless you have about 50 things that are on it at once. So that means that you can scale back to the next lowest package and not see any difference in the performance of your internet. Remember, you're already paying for that giant bandwidth to handle your TV, your phone, and your internet. Now you just have your internet. So a lot less data going back and forth. So definitely check it out, see what you can do to get that lower package, and save that money.
And looking at the non-existent clock on my wall, it looks like we are out of time for this podcast. Uh, as always, it's been a great time talking to you guys. I hope you're enjoying this. Please always check back in the news feed on the SEW for any updates from myself, the OD&R department, or anyone here in Safi. Until we meet again, friends, remember, take a moment to laugh, love, live, but most importantly, enjoy your moment of zen.